Hey guys, welcome to the Women of Destiny podcast. I am your host and creator, Coach Karis L. Reed. Also, welcome to the Confidence Corner. If you have not already subscribed, go head over and subscribe at the Confidence Corner with Coach Karis L. Reed. Hey, happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful women out there, single or married. This is your day. Honor yourself, celebrate yourself, and have fun. And remember to slay the day, honey, just like me, okay? I am in my Mother's Day outfit. I'm going to go out for a little bit after this here podcast. But listen, welcome today to the Women of Destiny podcast. And our title is Celebrate Your Journey. Celebrate your journey. Listen, tap in for a minute. I do have this podcast, Women of Destiny podcast, over on Spotify, Anchor, Google, Apple, and so many other podcast platforms, but it is new to the YouTube scene. So welcome and thank you and subscribe to this podcast. I'm going to be coming to you quite often to empower you, just as I do in any of my other videos. But listen, celebrate your journey, okay? Let's get into it. We go through life and we go to this journey of setting goals and accomplishments and making plans and going through all sorts of things in life, right? And we see that destination, we see the end goal of what we had planned and what we want to accomplish in life. But oftentimes, as we're going down this journey, as we're going down this path, right, this sprint, this marathon of reaching our goals and fulfilling our dreams, we don't too many times take the time to take a deep breath and celebrate the process, the journey. We don't often look back and say, man, I've come a long way. And so I want to empower you for a minute to not just get yourself in this mindset of, man, I need to grind, I need to reach this goal, I need to get this done by this date, I need to get this done by next year, I need to get this done in 6 months. But realize that you have made some powerful moves. You have made some awesome steps. You have come a long way, so long to where you just forgot what you've been through along the road to get where you are. And you must celebrate yourself. I give an example of myself. I've been fighting tooth, nail, claws, pens, shovels, everything since 2021, January of 2021, with the city of Austin, trying to get my birth certificate recreated so they can mail it to me and I could do some other things that I need to do, such as passports and just other documentations and things like that I have already set goals for. Since 2021, guys, this is already 2023. So almost a good full 3 years, right? 3.5 years. And it's like, what is going on? And I was like, I'm getting frustrated with these people because I'm doing the process and the steps that they're telling me to do with the application, and I'm submitting the fees, and I'm doing all these, these requests that they're requiring me, right? But I had to stop and realize that over these 3 years, I was going through some halts and some stops in life to where I couldn't do all the things that they required. For instance, in 2021, I was living in Atlanta, Georgia, when I first inquired about getting my birth certificate rechanged. And they required me to go to the local county to get a judge to sign off on my name change, okay? And I knew in my heart that I was not going to be living in Atlanta, Georgia. Nothing wrong with Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out to Atlanta. The rest of my life. So I had to put that on hold. And then after I went to Atlanta, I moved to Tacoma, Washington. And I knew for sure I wasn't going to be living in Tacoma, Washington the rest of my life. So I had to put another 6 months on hold, right? And so now that I'm back here at home in Texas, okay, hey to Texas, I went to my local county district judge court, okay, and got them to sign off, paid the fees, whatever, submitted the application and got it stamped with a seal, mailed it in. They sent me another rejection letter. So I'm like, what is going on? But at the end of the day, I had to look back in 2021 and say, you know what? At least I've got to this step. Let me just realize that that was a journey in itself and just be thankful that I've accomplished and I completed the next step from where I was back in 2021. So sometimes, the mind can play tricks on you. The mind can get you in this situation to where you're feeling stressed, you're feeling all this anxiety, you may be even feeling depression over the situation that you're in. When all we have to do is just take a moment of gratitude and realize that we are not where we once were. As a matter of fact, you are exactly where you need to be. You might say, well, no, I need to be a little bit more up on this level. But if you understand the way the universe works, okay, there's a scripture in the Bible that says, time and chance happens to us all. Okay? And so what the moral of that scripture is that everyone, while we're on the face of this earth, will have a season and a time where we will have the good things come to us and we will have the not so good things come to us, right? Where we have to be patient, and then when things will just come very swiftly, right? But in the process of those seasons and those time frames, we got to be grateful. We got to realize and we got to accept the fact that we've come way further than we once were. Okay, so start celebrating your journey. It's often said that the celebration is in the journey and not just the destination. For all those who graduated this past weekend from high school, kindergarten, elementary, 5th grade, even doctorate degrees to all adults, right? For those of you who, like I say, it's Mother's Day, who had birthdays, whatever the case is, and I'm going back to the graduation part. Even in your graduating, you're celebrated that day, right? You celebrated walking across the stage. But I guarantee you, half of the people who graduated, as they were going through school and taking these quizzes and these tests and these quizzes and all these things, they didn't even celebrate themselves, right? They didn't even take a time to go get a drink of wine and say, man, woof, I passed that test. Woo, I passed that quiz. I passed that dissertation. Celebrate those moments, because those are the moments that's going to get you to that big graduation the way it did. So just start showing yourself a little bit of appreciation in this journey, because oftentimes we are so hard on ourselves, whether it be self-esteem, confidence, relationship, the way we look, our face, our hair, our body, whatever the case is. We're so hard on ourselves at times, but we must start loving ourselves and start loving ourselves on our self-confidence, our self-esteem, our self-worth, ladies, okay? Don't let nobody bring you down, and you don't bring yourself down. Celebrate the smallest accomplishments as well as the big accomplishments, because you all started at point A before you got to point D. And you went from point A to point D as if you didn't do anything great, and you did. Celebrate the journey. Let's not complain about where we're not at yet, what we have not already reached, right? Let's not get too complacent and start complaining. Man, I need to get this done. Man, I want to see myself like her. I want to have that this. I want to have that. Man, why she over there? Don't do that. Don't complain where you're not at yet, but rather be grateful that you've come down the road to get to where you are, because some people are still behind you. Not as a put down on them, but you're making moves, and it's time to celebrate you. You got to be your number one cheerleader. If no one else does, you got to be your number one cheerleader. So be empowered today, that on this platform, Women of Destiny podcast, and on our platform over on the Confidence Corner with Coach Karis L. Reed. You're going to get some empowerment, you're going to get some encouragement, and you're going to get some reminders that you're great, you're wonderful, and that you can do anything that you set yourself out to do. All right, I'm here for you. I'm rooting for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, subscribe to the Women of Destiny podcast, where we do all things confidence, empowering women to walk in their purpose and be the powerful woman who they were created to be. Peace and blessings. I'm Coach Karis L. Reed, aka the Destiny Chick, and I love you. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Peace and blessings. Remember, all positive energy over here. Let's go, ladies. Happy Mother's Day. Let's go slay. Bye.